Get ready for another wild ride through Reddit. Today we're exploring our /Justnomil with 7 absolutely incredible stories. These posts had everyone talking, and I know you're going to love them. Hit like if you're excited. This story is titled My Mother-in-Law Tells Me She Hasn't Liked Me Since I Became a Mother, posted by you/OKVisual6290. I've been with my husband for a decade, since we were teenagers. I was totally integrated into my husband's family. I helped cook for family events, helped with chores on the farm, and took care of nieces and nephews. Then I got pregnant and we got married. This week my husband admitted to me that he isn't able to keep his mother in check, and that she ignores basic safety and health rules for our daughter. I told him we would talk to his mother together. After I repeated the rules to my mother-in-law, normal things: don't let a small child climb up to high places without supervision, don't let her get close to the fireplace, and don't give her hamburgers, fries, and sweets every time she sees our daughter, especially right at dinner time. My mother-in-law's reaction was to tell me, "You want everything your way." Me, obviously she's my daughter. Mother-in-law: "I haven't liked you since you became a mother." Me, "Don't worry, it's mutual." Mother-in-law: "I just don't understand you." Me, "There's nothing to understand, just respect us as parents." My mother-in-law got angry and left. My husband is shocked. He finds it extremely hard to confront his parents and thinks it comes naturally to me. I had to explain to him that it's not like that at all. I actually hate confrontations. I'm just trying to take care of my daughter. This story is titled But Did Your Mother-in-Law Give You an Agenda Christmas Ornament? Posted by you/FunAir7780. This next tale takes us in a completely different direction. Background info: our 4-year-old twin daughters are blonde. One is more strawberry than the other. Our son and I are brunette and my husband is strawberry blonde. A family of redheads is huge on my in-law's side. There can't be a family wedding without a redhead's picture. Last year for Christmas, mother-in-law gave the twins a sister's ornament depicting a brunette and a redhead because we all know that's going to be their hair color when they grow up. As it happens, my mom gave me the exact same ornament with 2 blonde sisters. Think I can get away with only putting up the ornament for my mom? Will mother-in-law remember her hair agenda, or will she just assume that one is from her? Or will she think I was so offended I exchanged it? This story is titled JNMIL Tells Significant Other Family I Cannot Carry Children. I Hadn't Known, posted by you/Nunyabadness. Our next story is equally fascinating. Hi guys. I have posted here before about my JNMIL and received so much feedback and support that really helped me over some other challenges with her. Hoping I can get some feedback on this new challenge too. Looking for blunt feedback on best way to move forward while protecting my mental health and boundaries in case anyone has been through something similar. Context: my significant other and I previously lived with my in-laws after living out of province together for years. I didn't know them well, nor they me. While living with them for 3 years, I opened up to my mother-in-law about my life and what had built me to who I am today. I shared everything from proud moments and others not, including SA that happened when I was young. She has always posed herself as being a safe space for sharing whatever came to mind. I had always been an open book and free-hearted and think it's important we share our stories because it's what shape who we are. Fast forward to Easter last year. My significant other and I had recently moved out of my in-laws and were on our own again. We showed up to my significant other family Easter, excited to see everyone and catch up. My significant other's family member approached us and started asking how our IVF has been going and how the struggle with fertility has been. Shared in front of everyone. Looking around, everyone had stopped talking, just staring. This family member continues to probe questions. I froze. Not knowing what to do, I kept brushing it under the rug and tried changing the topic. Not confirming or denying. Everyone now thinks my significant other and I cannot have kids. This family is obsessed with how fertile they are. When walking to our cars after the function, I asked my significant other in front of my JNMIL, "Did you by chance tell everyone we are having trouble having kids?" I didn't know we were. My JNMIL was quick to pipe up, "It wasn't me, comma." My significant other said they had no idea what that was about. A few weeks later, my significant other and I run into this family member that shared this in front of everyone. I had to ask them more privately where that had come from and share my confusion. They told me my JNMIL was telling people that I was unable to carry a pregnancy. I was floored. It not being true, I felt so confused. Over time, this family member kept asking probing questions about how things were going with trying to convince. Since we are now on our own again and have a stable means to do so. I was unsure why they kept asking. But shared we had been trying for a while but no luck yet. They shared that my JNMIL actually told them I had a disease that caused my infertility. And my uterus was unable to carry life essentially. I was very angry that my JNMIL would make this up, and two, this family member had said they tried to get me to confess the truth for about a year. And uneasy over the fact I hadn't, decided to tell me the whole truth. I started taking more and more space from my JNMIL, not know how to handle it. I left it with my significant other to address. It didn't feel appropriate for me to. When my significant other confronted my JNMIL, in front of my father-in-law and sister-in-law, she claimed I told her something happened to me like SA when I was younger and it made me unable to have kids. My significant other burst out at her. Why would she betray confidence to spread sensitive information about me in malice to the family, and why would she make up lies about me having a disease? I have completely withdrew from this family, as it all feels so toxic, and I certainly don't feel loved, safe, or embraced in any warm manner. I just don't know how to move forward. Family is very important to me. My in-laws are urging my significant other to forgive and forget and move on. I just don't think that's fair. Any feedback and advice would be appreciated. Tried to keep this as short as I could, more than happy to answer questions to help clarify anything. Thanks in advance. This story is titled Officially Gone NC with JNMIL, posted by you/Bookworming Delight. This next story will blow your mind. The TLC is for my dear husband. I can't imagine how hard it is for him, despite both of us knowing that it's for the best long term. Dear husband met with JNMIL and father-in-law's therapist. Post history for the saga. And basically they couldn't even say what the issues were. Dear husband had written it all out in a text message for them, and they still didn't know. Anyway, therapist requested before group therapy, he needed to write out the 5-step communication. Dear husband came out one evening and just looked and said, "It's f***ing demeaning having to tell your own parents not to lie, gaslight and control you." I could see it in his face. He was done. He said he's tired of mother-in-law taking away from our family. He'd also seen father-in-law a couple of weeks prior, and was basically told to just forgive mother-in-law because that's just how she was. He knew then that nothing was going to change. He sent the messages out, blocked their numbers, blocked all social media. The plan is for me to leave my social media as is for a few days to avoid mother-in-law trying to shift blame onto me. I'm so proud of him for putting us first. I know it's incredibly hard, but I also know that his guilt is conditioning, not his true feelings. He's got systems in place for additional support, and we did safety planning over the weekend. I'd marry this man through multiple lifetimes. This story is titled Sig Mother-in-Law Wants to Go on Holiday with Us, posted by you/Caro. This next tale takes us in a completely different direction. I have a very classic JNMIL, always the victim, talks behind my back, professional boundary stomper, etc. Without going into detail, my mother-in-law has had some health issues lately. While she is now healthy, her condition has a high chance of returning. She is understandably not in the best headspace because of this, and has announced she would not fight back if the illness came back. This makes all of us very sad and stressed. This being said, I cannot, for the life of me, stay in her presence for more than an hour or two. I have a very low threshold for bullshit. And she is lying just about everything so she can be the center of attention. I have been in a relationship with my partner for over a decade. And she still doesn't know my favorite color, She is emotionally manipulative with my children. My significant other doesn't see it. So I need to intervene each and every time we see each other. For this reason, I absolutely insist on being present when my children see her, as I feel it is my duty to protect them. More on this on a possible later post. She recently expressed her dying wish to go on a holiday with all of her extended family, our family, brother-in-law's family, and her sister. She expects us and brother-in-law to pay for hers and her sister's airfare. Partner explained this to me on the angle that they weren't interested in paying for mother-in-law's sister. No mention if this idea is interesting for them or not. For me, it is obvious that I would never do this in 1,000 years. However, with the current climate of the family, I don't know how to express that. Please, if you have a sensible way to deal with this, I would love to read it. This story is titled Venting, posted by u/Green Author 4256. This next tale takes us in a completely different direction. My mother-in-law told me recently that we need to get along so that she can keep seeing her grandkids. We have known each other for over 10 years. Our relationship was never great from day one. Because I met my husband when we were very young, and she had a lot of anger towards him for leaving home and moving in with his dad because of how he was being treated by her and her husband. My husband has stated that he has never felt his mom has been proud of him for anything he has done, even now at age 30, because nothing he chose to do with his life was her idea. She is very cold. She clearly has control issues, jealousy problems, and now, the mask has slipped once again with her comments about how she never gets to see the grandkids, and when she does, it's her weekend almost as if she is a third parent. She sometimes acts like I am not even in the room with her. Like if one of my kiddos starts crying, I will get up to help. And she says, "Oh, don't worry, Grammy is coming. I'll fix it." But I'm mom, and instead of asking, she just does whatever she wants. I honestly do not like this woman at all. I have tried for so long to keep the peace. But how in the world do you tell someone you don't like them without causing World War III? I'm tired of being a doormat. She has also made threats, like if we have a disagreement she gets extremely explosive. And points fingers, and says things like, "This can never happen again." This was incredibly angering for me. I lost so much sleep, blah blah blah, and I had so many things I wanted to say to you. But I was taught if I have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all with the most hateful look in the world. Her and her husband also say that since we didn't live with them when we were younger, like all young couples, we struggled financially. But always found a way to afford our own place. They never got to know us as adults, so that's why the relationship is strained. Is that normal? Or completely insane? I don't understand why they can't be happy for us, why they feel so but hurt by us. We have a beautiful family, a beautiful home, and we live 40 minutes away from them. We see them as often as we can. More than just holidays. I feel so anxious when I'm around my mother-in-law from the years of passive-aggressive and fake behavior, crossing boundaries, hijacking our wedding. And I truly think she hates my guts for just existing. This story is titled Wants Control, Not a Relationship, posted by u/Internal Rice 6450. And now for our final story of today. My boyfriend's mom has always been overbearing, especially since our first daughter was born. She used to take my toddler away from me when she was a newborn, and acted more like a second parent than a grandmother, which really damaged our relationship. We have an 11-week-old. And she's upset that my boyfriend hasn't taken the girls over to her house. She lives directly behind us and could easily visit here, but she refuses. Because she says I make her feel awkward, even though she's the one who caused all the tension. She wants the kids brought to her house, so she can be in control, the same way she is with her daughter's child, where she's basically a co-parent. I've told my boyfriend he can take our toddler, but the newborn stays with me. His mom guilt-tripped him today asking if she'll only see the kids on holidays, and honestly, yes. Why should she get her perfect little visit at her house? While I'm left sitting at home filled with anxiety, especially given everything she's done? I feel like she's ignoring the damage she caused, and expects the same access she has with her daughter's family. And I'm exhausted from constantly being pressured to accommodate her comfort over my own. Am I being unreasonable? And that's all for today's Reddit stories. These incredible tales never fail to amaze me. Subscribe for more compilations like this. What did you think? Drop a comment. Thanks for watching.